Are you sure your ankle's all right to run on?
I think so. Definitely better than it was.
Thank goodness, just in time for the inter-tower race.
I'll need that pin, Alicia.
I thought I was staying on until the end of term.
No, you were just covering for me until I got back.
Here then.
Have you checked out the new course, Daryl?
What new course?
Alicia had the wizard idea of adding obstacles.
I thought it would make the race more interesting.
Why didn't you tell me?
What's the problem?
Isn't the game's captain supposed to find ways to make things feel new and exciting?
But the race is in a couple of hours.
Don't worry, nothing you can't handle.
What kind of obstacles are we talking about?
Isn't this impressive, Daryl?
If you fall off, you have to go back and try again.
Come on, Daryl.
They're from the woodyard.
You have to walk across them without falling off. But the best obstacle, my masterpiece, is... Ron and Fred built this for us. What do you think?
It's very big.
It was a rush to get finished in time, but we got there in the end.
Are you all right, Daryl?
I just wasn't really expecting any of this.
I thought you'd enjoy the challenge.
No, you've done a great job. It's just, have the other towers agreed to this?
They love the idea. Everyone was fed up with doing the same thing every year.
Your game's captain, Daryl. It's up to you if you want to change it back.
A lot of people gave up their free time to do this.
No, you're right. It's not fair to change things now. The obstacles stay.
I suppose this bracelet could look like a spring. Or perhaps he just didn't want to get our hopes up until he was sure what it was. Will you stop pacing?
Why are you making excuses for him? Those photographs prove that Mr. Murray wasn't telling the truth.
Maybe he just made a genuine mistake and didn't realize what we'd found.
You don't believe that?
I want to. I don't like thinking that he lied to us.
Why don't we just ask him about it?
We can't do that.
Why not?
Because, you know,
No.
he might tell us Grayling. Get us in trouble.
She's always telling us to be curious about the world.
I don't think that includes asking adults if they're liars.
Well, it should. And we won't phrase it like that.
What will we say?
We'll work that out on the way. Come on. We'll never get anywhere staring at that book.
Right, but I'm sure there's an innocent explanation.
Look forward to hearing it.
Come on, Daryl.
Are you worried about your ankle?
A little bit. Practice running on it, but not climbing.
Why don't you give it a go while it's only me and Alicia here?
I don't want to overdo it before the race.
But if it's going to be a problem, it's better to find out now.
Actually, Alicia, why don't you just stay on as games captain until the end of term?
Really?
You've done all the hard work organising the race, and I think you deserve all the credit for it.
If you're sure.
I'll just sit this one out. I'll ask Sally to take my place for me.
Daryl? I'm worried about her.
She just tried to come back too soon. That's all.
Oh, you appear to be heading the wrong way.
I'm just getting changed.
You already have.
I'm not taking part in the race anymore.
Why not?
My ankle, I don't want to hurt it.
Your ankle has improved, Daryl. But you should be careful. You can assist me.
Doing what?
And there's more where these came from. All the freshly washed sheets from the North Tower, in fact.
All of them?
Yes, they need folding and putting away in the linen closet.
Well, I'd love to help.
Lessons were cancelled because of the race, which means you have nothing else to do this morning.
Well, I have a lot of prep I should be doing.
This is not a request. I require your help. if you're definitely not taking part in the race. In that case, I expect to see you in the laundry room shortly. Is that understood?
Absolutely, matron.
Run along now. These sheets won't fold themselves.
Mr. Murray! Mr. Murray, it's Ruth and Susan. I don't think he's here. Let's go.
Come on. Mr. Murray?
What are you doing?
Don't you want to know what he's been up to?
We can't go into his tent. It's trespassing.
Just a quick peek.
No, he could be asleep in there.
Who'd be asleep at this time of day?
He's old. He might.
Fine. Then I'll do it alone. See? There's no one here. Please.
This is definitely a bad idea. This isn't like you, Daryl.
What do you mean?
Giving up on a race before it's even started.
I just think this is Alicia's event. I don't want to get in the way of that.
She likes the competition. It keeps her sharp. And I think you like it too, so what's stopping you?
My ankle.
Really?
Well, it's just these past few weeks are the longest I've ever been without doing any sport.
So you must be keen to get back to it.
Yes, but one step at a time.
You were made Games captain for a reason. You've never let anything hold you back before.
This is different.
Why? Daryl, what are you worried about?
Just what if I'm not as good as I used to be?
Would that be the end of the world?
Feels like it. What if my best isn't good enough?
You sound like Alicia.
Don't say that.
You've always been someone who's cared about the team more than yourself, about the taking part. Was that just an act?
No, of course not.
So what does it matter if you don't actually win the race? Winning isn't everything.
If I run, I still want to beat Alicia.
Well, you can't do that if you don't take part.
All right.
So you'll do it?
Yes.
Super. Quickly put themselves back on. We need to go and warm up.
We shouldn't be here. There's the bracelet. I wonder if he's told Miss Grilling about all the things he's found. Please. Let's go before we get caught. Ruth. Listen to this. Legend has it, in this chamber buried deep, most shining gold shall rise from sleep. Here wealth for all to share as keep.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but buried deep. Is that the chamber?
Come on, Ruth.
All right.
He's coming.
What do we do?
Hide. Over here.
Ouch!
I'm so glad you're running now.
Me too.
Stop delaying, Daryl. I've already finished a second load of sheets when I've been waiting for you.
I've changed my plans.
Again?
I'm going to take part in the race.
But what about those sheets, Daryl Rivers? And I thought I had your word.
You did?
Do you need me to help?
No, I'll do it.
Oh, go and get ready for the race. I suppose I can manage by myself.
If you're sure.
Off with you before I change my mind.
I'm sorry, Matron Shipley, thank you.
No rest for the wicked. Oh.
can't see him. We'll go.
Hurry along, girls. You can't stay in there all day.
Sorry.
I should think so too. Sneaking into my tent without permission. What were you doing in there?
You told us what we found was just a rusty spring, but you took a photograph of it. We just saw. You call it a Bronze Age bracelet.
I can only apologize for the misunderstanding. Don't let your tea get cold, girls. You're right. The item is a bracelet, not a spring. I felt quite the fool making such a simple mistake, I can tell you.
But those other objects, you told us you hadn't found anything valuable on school grounds.
Oh, none of them have any real financial value. Although, the bracelet does suggest that there is a settlement here. We know that the chambers were used by women who would have worn such items.
How exciting. Have you told Miss Grayling?
No. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't either.
You want us to lie to her?
No, of course not. No, it's just... I just don't want you getting her excited in case we don't find the chamber. I mean, this project means so much to her. Because of Hugh's journals. Her fiancé.
Sorry, But there's a poem, Gold Buried Deep.
Oh, that. It's part of a medieval ballad. It's... I've examined it carefully, and it doesn't help us locate the chamber. It's just another one of those old myths. The myths that Miss Grayling knows only too well.
We won't say anything to her, will we, Ruth? Of course not.
Alicia, I've decided I'm going to take part in the race after all.
Make your mind up.
I was games captain for most of the year, so I should be leading by example.
But I thought you were worried about your ankle.
I am, but I can't let it hold me back. Sure I'll be strong enough to beat either.
I suppose you put her up to this?
Someone from the North Tower hasn't won for years. We need all our best runners.
Worried you can't beat me, Alicia?
Not in the slightest. The thing is, I've really liked being games captain, and I think I'm good at it.
I know you are.
I have fresh ideas, and I can spot talent. So I'd like to stay on next term.
I see.
But if you really think you can win this race, then we can decide this fair and square. Whichever one of us finishes first gets to be games captain next term. What do you think?
All right, you're on.
Winning a race doesn't mean you're the right person to be games captain.
Actually, I think that's exactly what it means. Isn't it, Daryl?
Yes.
Is it true that you're giving Alicia a chance to become games captain?
Yes, but it's all right because she has to beat me in the race first.
Which she won't.
Thank you.
If she does.
Nice to know you've complete faith in me.
I'm sorry, but don't you remember what she was like when she was coaching me? I can't go through that again.
Well, I think she's learned her lesson since then.
Do you know she's been doing extra training? Every chance she gets.
Has she?
I've seen her running some mornings before breakfast, straight after lessons as well.
Well, she just enjoys her sport.
Just be careful, Daryl. Alicia's determined to win everything, no matter what.
Ladies.
Matron Shipley, did you finish your washing?
Yes, no thanks to you.
Sorry.
Well, it's done now. The race is due to start shortly. Best make sure you're thoroughly warmed up, Daryl.
If you want to give up now, I won't mind.
Feeling threatened?
Hardly.
Come on, the only thing that matters today is that someone from the North Tower wins. Doesn't matter which of us.
It does, actually.
I agree.
Attention, everyone. I can't believe this time of year has come around already. The Inter-Tower Race. Now, as you know, today's race is a little different from usual. It's the inspired idea of the North Tower's Alicia Johns.
See, a good games captain knows how to give the people what they want.
Now, to your starting line, teams.
On your marks. Get set. Go!
That was off to superstars.
Alicia's faster.
Oh, no, she isn't.
Give me a chance. It's easy. Yeah, it probably is when you've had a chance to practice, but somebody forgot to mention we'd be doing this.
Stop it, you two.
They're getting ahead. Finally.
You're not really going to tell about Mr. Murray, are you?
I have to.
But I said we wouldn't. We'll be in terrible trouble if Miss Grayling finds out we went inside the tent without permission.
It's wrong to keep secrets.
I never wanted to go inside in the first place. And now you want to make me get in trouble because of it. Please, Ruth.
Girls, why aren't you off watching the race?
Actually, I'd like to speak to Miss Grayling.
How can I help you?
I just wondered who you thought was going to win.
Oh, well, we'll all find out soon enough.
Oh, I better head over to the climbing bales. Excuse me.
Thank you.
To the back of the queue.
It's given Alicia time to catch up.
Careful, Alicia.
I came up with these obstacles. They're not a problem. Thank you.
I wasn't going to let you fall, was I?
If you want to win, you probably should have.
Can you see them yet?
Not yet! Oh, wait, I think I see them. Yes, they're coming.
Here they are. Come on, girls.
Come on, Daryl!
Great
Doing
race.
so well!
Be careful.
Yes, Daryl!
That's it. You're almost there.
You're in the lead!
Far to go now. Finish line is just over there.
Ah! Ah! Her ankle.
Daryl, are you all right?
Go, go, go!
Do you need help? We should call Matron over.
It's all right, Daryl, I'm coming.
Matron!
Are you all right?
No, just keep running, Jean.
You have to win this for us. Go!
could have won.
I'm not going anywhere without you. Do you think you can walk?
I don't know.
Come on, let's try.
Come on. You got it, you got it. Careful, come on.
Right?
Jean might win it.
The West Tower girls are very fast.
Team Dunlop wins the North Tower! Wonderful! Wonderful! Well done!
Almost there. Don't worry, I've got you.
After you. You deserve it.
What? No! Come on, join last.
Oh, excuse me. Ah, just the people I wanted to see. I have some exciting news, girls. I'd like your help with the final stage of my project.
What do you mean?
Well, I believe that we're even closer to discovering the chamber than we thought. But the final push will involve lots of extra work, and I can't do it alone.
Why us?
Well, you've shown such an interest in my work, and passion goes a long way.
Unless we have schoolwork to do.
No, I've checked with Mr. Parker. He said he will permit you to help as long as you still get all of your prep done.
Mr. Parker knows about this.
Of course. Look, I have nothing to hide, Ruth. I just want this project to be a success. And of course, if you're an official part of it, then you'll be included in all the newspaper reports.
We'll be in the newspaper.
Absolutely. Imagine what a marvelous story that will make. Malory Tower's girls help uncover ancient mystery at their school. Your names will be forever associated with this project.
Does sound exciting, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Huh? It's up to you. So what'd you say? Will you help me? That is excellent news.
Ruth, we're going to be archaeologists.
Can't wait to tell you.
We need to get you to the sand so I can examine this properly.
Just a few more minutes, please.
5 minutes, not a second more.
Thank you.
Here she is.
Well done, Jean. We're winning it for North Tower after all these years.
I can't quite believe it myself.
We're so thrilled for you.
But that doesn't change the fact that your deal was a bad idea. You came joint last. Now, how are you going to decide who the new games captain is?
Actually, we already have.
Oh, who is it?
You, of course.
You are joking. I know I won the race, but...
It's not because of that.
You've been trying to smooth things over with us all day, and you made sure I was all right when I wanted to drop out.
And you kept reminding us that our friendship was more important than winning. So, we think you should have this.
I don't know what to say.
Well, yes would be great. Well done.